Amanda. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thanks for taking some time every day to hang out with me. Today's video is a collab video hosted by Beauty by Angela. I am really excited for this because it's a massive collab. We will be doing a drugstore get ready with me, which is good because some of these products need to get utilized a little bit more. Since I'm always gravitating for the products that I already know and love, that sometimes some of these products don't get the love that they deserve. Some of them are going to be new, testing out for the first time as well. Didn't think I was going to have lashes either. Luckily I found some. And then we got projects waiting to be panned right here. So we have like a little bit of mix of everything going on. I know I'm really excited to kick off the holiday season with some inspired looks. I have a bunch of collabs and looks planned on for the month of December, so I really had to think about what I'm going to do for this look. I will leave my collabs playlist link to watch previous collabs. And if you're visiting from any of the channels, welcome. Thank you so much for checking me out. I hope you subscribe and give this video a like before you leave. Surprise, I have nothing on my face today because I really wanted to highlight each product that will be used for this video. And to kick things off for brows, from LA Girl, this is the Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I actually had to dig through my collection for it. Let me be clear, it's nothing against it. I just have a bunch of other brow products open right now, specifically the KVD pomade. I just don't want that to dry out super quick. And since this is a pencil and it shouldn't go bad, even though it has a shelf life of 24 months, I still feel like I could push that if needed. I feel like these pencils can last forever without getting real nasty, while the pomades tend to dry out really quick, sooner before their expiry date. Might I be clear? I could not find my NYX brow setter, so I'm not gonna cheat and set them with anything else, since the only other product that I have is the ABH Clear Brow Gel. And if there are any other drugstore brow setters, let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. I might need to check that out next. I am struggling filling in my brows because they're just coming in tenfold after being waxed 2 weeks ago. But I really like how slim and precise this pencil is. It's a good dupe for the ABH Brow Wiz. And it matches my brow hair color really nice. It's not too warm or cool. A lot of the warm ones pull really red on me. I haven't filled in my brows with a slim brow pencil like this in so long, so I feel like it's taking me longer than it should. I got so used to the pomades or a thick pencil, like the Brow Gal one. I'm trying to pan. But I really like these slim ones because I feel like you get like the nice sharp tail that I'm trying to achieve. Now I almost took my Touch in Sol No Problem Primer, but I'm not sure if they technically are drugstore, even though it is a little bit more on that drugstore price. But I figured since Master Prime by Maybelline is so close to being panned, I gotta use it up. This is definitely like a top 5 primer for me. It is really nice for hydration. There we go. I think that's like the last of it. Right here. It's like instant cooling on your face. This has been a really good primer to me, especially if the foundation pulls a lot more mattifying, which I tend to really like full coverage foundations, especially for filming. Practically, not so much. So I think we successfully used up the rest of this. I mean, I probably will still cut it just to see what might be left, but I'm really glad. That's only a deluxe size as well. I can only imagine how long a full size will last. And then by Milani, I have the Scream Queen Natural Finish Foundation. This is the shade 340 Warm Buff. From what I can recall, I really did like it. I did set it aside in a pile of items that I wanted to continuously use. Not a shop my stash, just one that I really wanted to focus on in a month with some other products, and you see how well that worked out. So instead of just using like the Continuous Physicians Formula foundation that I pretty much use in a lot of videos, because I am trying to use that one up as well, wanted to change it up a bit. It has been chilling for a while, so it did take a little bit of time to dispense, and upon application looks like we have a little bit more of a medium to full coverage. It's covering up the redness really nice. I do like the coverage, and I feel like it's a decent shade match too, which is good. I was a little worried because it said warm buff, but I would have to double check either theirs or Ulta's website, wherever I purchased it from, just to see if it was the neutral undertone. And it is like a true neutral undertone because it's not pulling really pink or yellow. Sometimes I think I have like a mild case of rosacea from how red that I am, but it doesn't irritate me, so I just let it be. Let it be. Oh, and it's in my brow. I was about to make the statement of, if my foundation is not blending out as good as it should be, it's because I forgot to wet my sponge and did not feel like jumping over all the boxes, specifically my FabFitFun box that is set aside to be filmed. I don't even remember what I ordered in add-ons for that big of a box to come in. Crap, do I have drugstore powder? I even lost like the other one I thought could even been a contender, which was going to be the Bella Perrier banana powder. Now that I say banana powder, I do have one. Oh my gosh, my holy grail that I've forgotten about. I Heart Revolution banana powder. Yes, okay, so maybe I will conceal. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and I have the shade Medium 20. This might be a surprise. I have not used this concealer before, so I'm not really sure what to expect. Oh, that is light. Are you sure that this is the shade Medium? Because this seems light. I don't know, it blends out really nice. Oh, I actually really like this. Okay. It has been sitting in the drawer with the powder. Those are supposed to be like go-to products, but everything that is go-to is just literally all over the vanity right now. I need to reorganize and clean for sure. Discovering our old beloved friend I Heart Revolution banana powder. I'm gonna use this to set my face everywhere because I can't seem to find any other powder. I can't tell you how much I loved this powder, and I'm using past tense love because clearly I forgot about it. This is a drugstore video. I was in the zone of using the Becca Hydra powder, the one that has like that cooling effect to it, which has now lost its cooling effect because I've had it open for quite some time now. This powder unfortunately took a backseat, which is so sad because it does so good. And I always talk about how much I love banana powders compared to like translucent ones, and how did I forget about one of my holy grails that has never let me down. I haven't set my entire face with loose powder in the longest time. Normally I just do it in my T-zone area and then the rest is set with a foundation powder, but I don't have any drugstore pressed foundation powders. Looks really nice and set. And that hydrating primer is coming through because I don't look crusty, especially with the colder weather coming through. That is something that I'm struggling with. Also, this massive jar of powder is also under $10, which is amazing. It's gonna last you forever. I've had that one for a while now. It still works out fine. It doesn't smell funky or anything, so I'm just gonna continue to use it. Taking the concealer again, I'm gonna take a little bit to prime my eyelids because I don't have a drugstore eye primer, and if you have one, let me know what it is in the comments below. I would love to check that out. For the eye look by BH Cosmetics from their Sweet Shop line, this is the Pistachio palette. I have not used this palette yet. It was actually set aside for a dupes video, and I previously used Just My Luck in a video that's upcoming, so I wanted to change it up a bit. Plus, I have a fair amount of ColourPop products in here, so I wanted to highlight BH Cosmetics. It's another fantastic drugstore brand that I really do enjoy. And for lack of better words, I just want to do a beautiful monochromatic green look. I just love green eyeshadow. This palette has been taunting me for a while now, so it's time to get used. I think I'm going to start off with the shade Nutty, and this shade is going to go everywhere in the crease. And there's hardly any kick up in that pan. Oh, I like this. Look at that green. Stunning. And I really hope they bring back these palettes because allegedly they are limited edition. These sold out so fast without warning. I don't even remember on Ulta's website is where I got mine from, if it even disclosed if it was limited edition, because Ulta's usually good about what it says limited edition online only. I don't even remember seeing these in store, but I do refresh Ulta's new arrivals page every single morning. You never know what is going to be on there. That's exactly how I found these. I didn't even think twice. I put them all in my cart and checked out. Next thing I knew, they were sold out. So this shade does need a little bit of time to be built up. I feel like it is slightly patchy, especially in this area. It's definitely making me work. I am going to probably take the shade next to it, Guilty Pleasure, to help diffuse any unevenness or patchiness we may have. And then next, we're taking Guilty Pleasure. And Guilty Pleasure is going to follow the outer edge right here to diffuse. Ooh, look at that combo. Really like this Nabla brush. This is the N306 to do so. Usually I take my Sigma blending brush. It's a little MIA right now. That one has like a nice side, to do it for like that really precise. But if you really need to fluff it like pretty much up to your brow, this is a really good one. Really smokes things out. And it blends the two shades together so nice. Like, hard to tell where one starts and one ends. And now we're gonna focus on these three shimmers: Dessert, Treat, and Crunch. Ooh, this one's super light. Maybe wetting it would have been better. Or the finger method. Ooh, it's creamy. Okay, the finger is the way to go for this shade. It reminds me a lot of one of the shades in a ColourPop palette, the Aura and Out palette. That's the idea that I had behind the dupe video, since these are limited edition, just to swatch some other ones that may be in your collection if they decide to never bring these back. Let's see how the other shimmers apply. All right, let's try. It just might be its formula or consistency that calls for finger application. Working back and forth between shades. And then I'm gonna take Crunch, which is the one at the end. So shimmers in this palette, best with finger application. Now, to be fair, I did not try Crunch. I was already just in the zone applying Dessert and Treat to it, so I'm not sure if Crunch we might have a little better luck, since it is a little bit more of a deeper shade. Almost has like a metallic foil look to it too. Now, we might look a little crazy doing this next step, but I really want to take this LA Girl Shockwave liner in the shade Gotcha. The shade is so popping and beautiful. I really like it. Now, it does take up time to be built up on your waterline, but on your lid, it is so pretty. I just did a rainbow graphic eyeliner look that I will link in case if you missed that. See the shade truly in action. And apparently, there are now LA Girl pastel eyeliners, because these are from the Neon line. And I really like them. This other brush by Nabla, the 303 brush, really nice to smoke out the lower lash line. And we're gonna take Cone or Cup. I was about to say, why did my eyes look super weird? I did not put on any eyeliner yet on my lid. But like, look how effortless this brush smoked it out. Yeah, it's super smoky and I live for that, but it's so pretty and blended out so smooth. I also like this shade Cone or Cup a lot. It's almost like a deep turquoise, aquamarine, aqua color, and I'm living for it. So I guess the only shade I did not take would be the shade Soft Serve, because we're gonna take Sweet Life for the inner corners. Not that it really needs it. I guess I could have brought down Dessert a little bit more, but I'm having way too much fun with these shimmers. This might need to be wet. I'm gonna use my Milani spray. Here we go. I'm gonna add some eyeliner, but it's also a 2-in-1 for lash application. But if you don't like these 2-in-1 eyeliner glue adhesives, the Ardell Duo Quick Adhesive Glue is phenomenal. This is my go-to glue. I'm gonna continue to use it until I run out, since I do have a bunch of eyeliners that I have to get through, but I really like the convenience of this 2-in-1. I have been using it consistently since testing it out. I'll link that video as well. It was a lot of fun with my friend Catherine. This has been really game-changing for lash application, and since I'm a little unsure how these Ardell lashes are going to apply, figured take the safer route with this instead of glue, which it might slip and slide. Plus these bands look super thin and I like a little bit more thickness to my bands. And I think all the pairs of the lashes are the same. You just get 5 of them. I don't even know what prompted me to buy these. Or did I buy these? I feel like Ulta had like a free gift with purchase, and it could have been these bad boys. Wow, these are like getting lash extensions or something. Kind of reminds me of my eyes actually have mascara on. Maybe that's why the band is so thin. So you get right up on your lash line. But I feel like for as dramatic as this look is, we need like more dramatic lashes. These are gonna be really good for neutral looks though. Now I do find these a little bit tougher to apply because of how flexible the band be, but I think once it's on, it's on. Definitely find the advantage using the 2-in-1 pen, because if I had put glue on these, we would still be on this lash fighting the eyelid to be adhered to. And then by L'Oreal, I have the Age Perfect Mascara. This doesn't provide that much volume or length for me. It has been a mascara I really like to blend in my natural lashes with the falsies. I really can't tell where my natural lashes are and where these falsies are. But if I had coated my eyes with like 100 coats, maybe then my lashes would look like these falsies. I was about to say I didn't even prepare for bottom liner on my waterline. The one that I picked out was actually a liquid, but I found from Milani the Supreme Kohl Kajal eyeliner that I'm gonna use for my upper waterline. I really like how creamy this one is. I just really like to do that step just to make sure that everything looks nice and full. It's a step I've been doing since high school because I wore really heavy eyeliner then. So I got made fun of for doing that. Now it's like a usual step in makeup routine. From the ColourPop Going Coconuts collection, this is the Coconut Beach Bronzer. I have not tried this yet. I am stoked that ColourPop has bronzers. I love their blushes and highlighters. It's a very light bronzer. It reminds me a lot of the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which is the one that was gonna be my go-to. I use it a lot, but I'm having fun testing out some of these products that are newer to me or I've only used like once or twice. This one's a good one. And it can be built up too, which is nice. Definitely one that's gonna be good for the winter. And then also by ColourPop, this is a blush that I love. This is the Growth Flirt. It doesn't even look like I've used it just because of like the imprint in it is still pretty intact. This is another nice blush that's not too dramatic. Good for the winter, good for those natural looks. I really like to build it up a lot, because it looks like it's gonna be super beaming, like, oh my gosh, too much blush, but it applies really more on like the natural side. And I'm like digging in just to make it a little bit more dramatic, just because I can never have too much blush. Sometimes I do get comments about, you look like a clown with your blush, but you know what? I'm gonna take that as a compliment. My man Jigsaw would love that. And then for highlighter, it will probably be no surprise here, but I have the Flexitarian highlighter, and yes, mine looks really janked up. It's because I like to use it to highlight the inner corners. This brush should help smooth that out a bit, but like, bam! Look at Flexitarian, like it's just so beaming, dramatic, blinding. I love it in the inner corners. If I highlighted my brow bone, I would totally use this shade. If I had a Cupid's bow, I would highlight the crap out of it too. But this shade, like, it just, boom, it goes on. And it stays on. This is like really nice for like those icy winter looks. Yeah, Elsa, Ice Queen, you feeling me? This is like a half full face using only ColourPop products. ColourPop, NYX, Wet n Wild, and e.l.f. Even though I use no e.l.f. products in here, are my go-to drugstore brands. And this is the shade on display. LA Girl, we use their eyeliner on the waterline. They also have really nice retractable lip liners, but I don't have a red one, just a nude one. And then I'm gonna set my face with the Milani Make It Last Matte Setting Spray. And this is the final look. I really enjoyed how this look came out, especially the eyes. I really like how all three shimmers are just beaming on the lids right now. Really hope that they bring back those palettes, but I am working on a dupe video in case if they don't, just to see some other affordable options like ColourPop that might be a good alternative. I also had a lot of fun doing this chit chat, get ready with me style, testing out some drugstore products that haven't been loved in a long time or might be brand new. So if you like these first impressions, get ready with me style videos, let me know in the comments below. I would be more than happy to do more with you guys. That way you guys get a first impressions how I am feeling on some of these products. Plus these are on the more affordable side too. I really want to do more drugstore videos. And as mentioned earlier in this video, it's a massive collab. So don't forget to check out everyone else's look. There'll be a playlist linked in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And if you don't, I appreciate your view anyways, and I'll see you in the next video.